Hey there. As you probably guessed, I, Sam Valentino, private toon detective, am here because of HBO Max's most recent cartoon Purge. When July ended, they went and removed What's New Scooby-Doo, i.e. the series that tied into this channel creator's difficult high school years.
Oh, what a word!
I know what you mean, Scoob. First, Max purchased a precursor to that series, the Warner Brothers 7 Arts Looney Tunes, nearly 5 months before. And now this. Well, don't take it too hard, Scoob. You were barely even in What's New Scooby-Doo anyways, shifting the focus more to Fred, Daffy, and Velma. And HBO Max also went and purged Courage the Cowardly Dog. You got that right. This means after the so-called Boomerang window on Max that was open after Warner Bros. Discovery shut down this Boomerang streaming app at the end of last September is now almost completely gone. All that's left are Scooby-Doo Where Are You and the Scooby-Doo Show from the 70s, and those are to be purged at the very end of this month. Yes, Scoob. Things are definitely bleak when it comes to cartoons on HBO Max, Scoob. Yeah. Also, regarding adult animation there, South Park is leaving there very shortly because, good news for South Park fans, Matt Stone and Trey Parker were able to work out a deal with Paramount Global amidst the Skydance merger, including financing 5 more seasons of the show and to stream the show on Paramount Plus. But of course, Warner Brothers doesn't own South Park, so the HBO Max deal for that is ending. And I will admit that having South Park on Paramount Plus makes more sense, given it's Paramount Global's most popular adult cartoon, paralleling SpongeBob SquarePants being their most popular general audience cartoon. Speaking of cartoons aimed at kids and families, What's New Scooby-Doo's been on Tubi for a while, and Scooby-Doo Where Are You and the Scooby-Doo Show are also already there. But given they keep rotating the shows, being a fast-paced streaming channel rather than a premium one, I'm not sure how often they'll cycle. The other Scooby shows were removed over the course of last year, but maybe at the rate things are going with HBO Max, they'll keep adding more Scooby-Doo shows back on over the next couple months, especially when Scoobtober comes around for the Halloween season. Yep, and for me it's also Foxtober in the furry fandom. A great month for both of us. And there's more good news regarding Tubi. This month they've already added the Yogi Bear show. And, perhaps most importantly, in a couple of weeks they will be adding the classic Looney Tunes cartoons. I had a wild hunch that Warner Bros. Discovery could license those cartoons to Tubi as a new streaming home.
Yes! It's because even if HBO Max doesn't care about us much anymore, Warner Bros. Discovery knows we're such a viable marketing brand.
You're right on the ball, Duck. Warner Bros. Discovery does know and care about the Looney Tunes, still making them money in certain ways, namely the MeTV and MeTV Tunes airings and Warner Bros. Archive Blu-ray releases, and the modest success of the Day the Earth Blew Up Looney Tunes movie proved this, with its limited theatrical release through Catch-Up Entertainment and its positive reception at animation festivals. It led to Warner selling distribution rights for Coyote vs. Acme to Catch-Up Entertainment for a theatrical run next year, with the release date revealed to be August 28th, 2026, and Wile E. Coyote couldn't be happier. The panel for it at San Diego Comic-Con went over so well, even with Acme trying to stop it, a metaphor for David Zaslav initially shelving the movie, no doubt. Even Wile E. Coyote himself was a guest there. Also at that time, Warner Bros. Discovery is officially going to split up, like I said. The studios and streaming half will indeed take the Warner Bros. Name, since they're getting the studio and its library in that half. The other half, consisting of the TV networks and the Discovery's Plus streaming service, will be called Discovery Global. So it looks like the summer of 2026 will be epic for Looney Tunes fans. But it's not all good news. The next Scooby-Doo series that was in development, the anime-influenced Go-Go Mystery Machine, has apparently been cancelled only a year after it was announced.
What a word!
Yeah, first Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Pups, and now this. Poor Scoob seems to be getting the short end of the stick as much as Looney Tunes when it comes to cancellations and purging and tax write-offs. Though recently some footage of the shelved Scoob Holiday Haunt special had been unearthed and posted online. And it ended up being completed even after it was canceled as a tax write-off. I guess the director felt someday people should be able to enjoy it, maybe figuring someday it'll get released, the way Coyote vs. Acme will be. And let me remind you, the Day the Earth Blew Up was also initially shelved as a tax write-off, after initially being planned to air as a TV movie on Cartoon Network and on HBO Max, until Ketchup Entertainment came into the picture to give it a limited theatrical release. And now the movie is also streaming on HBO Max as part of the network licensing deal. My, how the tables have turned. Also, I haven't heard anything about MeTV Toons' impending fast streaming channel for a while now. So I'm not sure when, or even if, that will still be happening. More than likely, for the time being, Warner Bros. Discovery will license their different older cartoon properties to Tubi and Amazon's Prime Video, since they've been doing so well there. But before this, Tubi did also have a public domain Looney Tunes cartoon compilation, titled as Color Cartoon Favorites, Bugs Bunny and Friends. And they've carried the Sylvester Tweety Mysteries and the Looney Tunes show sitcom there for a while now. Also, they have a nice library of classic MGM cartoons under the Tom and Jerry Theatricals banner, named so because they contain not just Tom and Jerry cartoons, but also ones featuring Droopy Dog, Barney Bear, and the works of Tex Avery, very much like how MeTV and MeTV Toons air the MGM cartoon shorts. I'm still surprised Cartoon Network and Boomerang haven't picked up on doing that yet. Their rotation of Tom and Jerry shorts has gotten so limited they started showing the cheesy 1980 TV cartoons produced by Filmation. They're pretty much the Tom and Jerry equivalent to the Warner Brothers 7 Arts Looney Tunes short. And again, I'm reminding you all that HBO Max purging these cartoons is because they are in the process of phasing out content aimed at kids and families. Aiming everything at adults is still good, including the Adult Swim shows licensed to stream there for the time being, along with, unfortunately, that Max original series, Mindy Kaling. Okay, I won't. So now this means all the cartoons that HBO Max advertises coming from Cartoon Network has since been removed. But for now, HBO Max's Latin America feed still has several of these cartoons. But of course, you have to be in Mexico or Central America to see them. If you try to access it here in the States or Canada or whatever, HBO Max will stop you and just send you back to the American feed. It's like the corrupt hood David Zaslav doesn't want anyone having fun with such content on the service. Yeah, but anyways, while things still don't look good for HBO Max in terms of animated shows aimed at kids, Tubi seems to be picking up speed in acquiring such shows, to the point where I've been seeing memes about it online. And again, we've been getting several of them released on Blu-ray via the Warner Archive. I haven't heard anything new from them announced yet relating to Scooby-Doo shows and movies. But given a pup named Scooby-Doo got a high-definition remaster a couple of years ago, I've got another one of my famous hunches that that series may soon make it to Blu-ray. Even the digitally colored first season, they did a pretty decent job upscaling it, applying some color correction and noise reduction, making it look more presentable than on Boomerang or the old DVDs. And there's how the 1979 to 83 Scooby and Scrappy-Doo shows also got similarly restored. But I guess they might be waiting to remaster 1984's The New Scooby-Doo Mysteries. Half that show is also digitally colored on Hanna-Barbera's computer system, and the upscales will likely need even more color correction and better noise reduction than a pup named Scooby-Doo got. Of course, Warner Archive is aware of this, as on their Blu-ray for Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf, there's a disclaimer explaining about the early digital ink and paint process used and the upscale job done on the movie. So at least there's some hope. But to sum up this vlog, we've had some bad news and some good news recently. And that's pretty much how things work. Yeah. I'm sorry things are kind of rough for you, Scoob. But hopefully you get to share some more good news on this channel soon. Or at least Zach Wolf or the other Toons do.